into that shot.
Yeah, he was there for 39 deliveries. Frustration was creeping in. And he was unable to read Abrar.
Oh, Dhananjay, he was flirting. Just looking to fire the ball at the leg stump.
See, if you have a look at the last delivery, he palm spinner. And the reason why for me he makes a difference, because when you talk about batters, they like the hard ball because it travels. It comes onto the bat very nicely. There's Surya against the spinners. But he wants him to move away from that. And he has.
Right, they've now decided to take the new ball. I think that was coming. It was pretty obvious. It was a matter of time.
So what is the...
Matthews with a fine 64. Dimut earlier on against the new ball was pretty steady. Sri Lanka. Nicely played into the gap for 4. Beautiful shot. Hardly seemed to have hit it, but he's in such great touch that everything that he manages, instinctive batting plan. That's way off target. Second new ball has been taken. And it'll swing for Naseem Shah. He's a natural outswinger. Beautiful action for an... Oh, almost a catch. That's gone wide. Between the two slippers, that's wide. The ball swung, but off target. Plays it late, and that's been the quality in Dhananjay. Watches the ball closely and plays it late. And clearly the feet weren't moving. Just wonder at times bowlers tend to do extra bit again. The average score in the first innings here at Galle is 3. Oh, that's hit him. That's hit him hard. There's a worried look from Shaheen Afridi. There's a little pause here in case you missed the incident. Jayasuriya was hit at the back of the head. Yeah, nicely played. Adding to the frustration of the Pakistanis here. Dhananjay quite happy now and quite calm at exposing. Puts away nicely off the back foot. Lot of time really to play that classical back foot shot for 4. What a shot. Impressive innings continue. Caught behind, there's a faint edge. And he gets his man. Good catching once again behind the stumps. Sarfraz has had a good test match so far. Neatly taken, and he'll be G'd up. Watch that well. Hasn't quite... Oh, nicely done. Both by the batter and...
in the air and taken. Shan Masood was the fielder.
Looking to score runs. Also think.
Last man in.
And we've seen a few batters duck into it. And it's a little on the slower side, so is it gonna go past me?
Nicely watched.
27 minutes to lunch.
And gets runs as well. Made use of that fuller delivery. Just opened the face of the bat to be able to place that. It was predictable, wasn't it? And Rajatha was ready for it. Just played the again. Used the pace quite nicely on that occasion. Rajitha. Oh, nicely worked away on the onside. Different backgrounds, different cultures. A bit of width outside the off stump. And the length was there for the batter to chance his arms. Picks up another boundary and brings three. Looking for the fourth wicket in this session. Pakistani bowlers get contemporary cricket. Oh, how about that? First delivery from the left arm spinner has gone all the way over mid-wicket. In a test match, as a team, as a bowler, you are forced. No bat involved there. When you have a shorter final stride as a bowler, you are forced to.
If a wicket does not fall.
Extended that. I've been told. Huge shot. Huge.
Doesn't get it through, Rajitha. Good news for the first session was there was no rain break. Yesterday we had, and the days leading up to the test match as well.
First test, Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. Just to remind you, Sri Lanka was dismissed at the stroke of lunch for 312. And there was a spirited bit of batting, particularly by Vishwa Fernandez.
Really, it'll get to 300, and if they get to 350, it'll open up the game for them.
Ball anyway is challenging, but then Days one. But Sri Lanka has got late movement. Straight away from Vishwa Fernando. Oh, ball. Now this has to be close. It has to be close. Alex Walk thinks he's out. And that was perfect planning. Now they're going to have a word. They're going to just consider a review or not. They're still thinking about it. Surviving a good review. Lately, that's the line he. Mid-130s. A pace taken at cover. It's yet another left-hander. Very different dismissal, but doesn't matter, he'll take it. Pakistan. Don't get too close to the edge. Maybe he's quick single here. And you're speaking of his technique, and very well timed. Shan Masood gets a boundary.
It's an excellent beginning from Shan Masood.
I thought he did very well, just opening him up a little bit that time. Ball is just 159, so runs tends to. How close is that? Sri Lankans are convinced. Now that appeal deserves a review.
Well, they
didn't move. Nicely driven. This man looks good. He looks to be in very good touch. Just to remind you, he made 87 in that practice game of just 67 balls. 4 runs here. He is timing his shots brilliantly. Should run away for 4 more. That's back-to-back boundaries.
excellent bat.
Now once again, it was offline. Now, good to see Shan Masood in a positive frame of mind. I missed out. And shut the face of the bat a bit too early. That's why he couldn't play. Russell, the Right-handed batsman Abdullah. That's good. A very poor delivery was offered to Abdullah Shafiq and he was ready for it. Dispatched it. And again, even better. Got to the pitch of the ball. Just timed it perfectly. Nicely timed once again. Poor effort from the field. There's one bowler, Rajitha, who's stickler for liner length. Doesn't like to concede runs. Good to see Abdullah Shafiq gaining in confidence, rocked back. Got this particular venue. Little is substantial. Oh, this is beautifully executed stroke. Punch off the front foot. Got on top of the bounce. And the placement. And there was protection for Rajitha at Deedspoil. That was better. Edge taken. And Prabhat Jayasuriya strikes in his second over.
Straight in, straight in. Dhananjay De Silva dives to his left.
The most prolific run getter. And
work on it. Good use of the feet. Knocks it into the gap, Shan Masood.
that's what a Pakistani batsman needs. The angle might be taking the ball away from the leg stump. That was an inquiry. They're still conferring whether to refer it.
शाबाश शाबाश बिल्कुल शाबाश वाह जिंदाबाद अगर खेल में सवाल आंदा फिर तारीख हासिल नहीं होगा बेड़ा तारीख हमारे से दो खिलाड़ियों ने हक रखना जी बड़ी मेहरबानी हमारे से भरा साहब सही तवज्जो जी है ठंड ठंड मेरा सोना जूता आए हाय श्याम ने खेल ले भाई ताड़ियां श्याम वास्ते जूतियां दे बड़ा पैसी जेड़े बंदे नु खेल दी समझ आई है ताड़ी लाजमी मेरे सीधा शाबाश 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 जूता शाबाश हाय बाजी श्याम दिया आओ दो सोना बने अपने क्या बात है मामा शाह श्याल साहब जिंदाबाद श्याल साहब सदे वाले पास आओ जनाब श्याल साहब मोहम्मद शाह श्याल साहब जिंदाबाद बड़ी मेहरबानी जनाब मार शौकत हमजाना साहब शेर मोहम्मद हराज साहब जफर इकबाल से मारे